We're diving deep into the 2,500 Kentucky State Quarter Dollar coin, a coin that could be worth as much as 7 million. Yes, you heard that right, millions. So, grab your coin collection and let's see if you might have a hidden treasure. First off, let's take a look at the 2,500 Kentucky State Quarter. It's part of the 50 State Quarters program released by the US Mint, which began in 1999. This quarter, specifically, honors the state of Kentucky and features a beautiful design, a thoroughbred horse and a racehorse, representing Kentucky's famous equine culture and the Kentucky Derby. It was released into circulation on March 2005. But what makes this quarter so special? Well, it's not just about the design, it's about how rare and valuable certain versions of this coin have become in today's market. Now, let's talk about why this seemingly common quarter could be worth so much. You see, there's a rare variety of the 2,500 Kentucky quarter that has been known to fetch unbelievable price. It's called the double die variety. This means that the coin's design was accidentally struck twice, creating a noticeable doubling effect on the lettering and the details of the design. At first glance, it might look like a regular quarter, but the double strike error is subtle and might be easy to miss if you're not careful. However, for collectors, these types of errors are incredibly valuable. Coins like these are incredibly rare, and only a handful of them have been discovered. Some of them have even sold for over 7 million at auctions. So, if you have a Kentucky quarter from 2,500, it might just be worth more than you think. So, how can you tell if your 2,500 Kentucky State Quarter has this error? Here are a few tips to help you spot it. Look closely at the coin's design, especially around the words Kentucky and E pluribus unum on the reverse side. The letters in these areas might appear slightly doubled. There's a vastly second version of the letters just a little bit off to the side. Additionally, you'll notice that the horse's mane, the jockey's leg, and other detailed parts of the coin might have a slight duplication. If you find these markings, congratulations! You could have a coin worth thousands, or even millions. Now, not all 2,500 Kentucky quarters are going to be worth a fortune, but some may still have significant value. For example, if your coin is in mint condition, what collectors call proof condition, it could still fetch a premium. Even without the double die error, a high-grade Kentucky quarter can sell for up to or more, depending on its quality. Also, if you've got a 2,500 Kentucky quarter that's part of a full collection, maybe you have several state quarters in excellent condition, that can significantly increase its worth. The value is often determined by the coin's rarity, condition, and collector demand. Okay, so you think you might have a valuable 2,500 Kentucky quarter, or maybe even several rare coins in your collection. How do you go about selling them? First, I recommend getting the coin professionally graded. Grading is a process where experts examine the coin's condition and assign it a grade on a scale from 1 to 7. The higher the grade, the more valuable your coin can be. Once you've got a grade, the next step is finding a reputable coin dealer or auction house. Websites like eBay can also be great for selling, but make sure you do your research and price your coin properly. Don't just sell it to the first buyer that comes along, be patient, and you'll get the best value. Remember, this process isn't just about selling, it's about finding a buyer who understands the true value of your coin. So, take your time, do your homework, and you could be walking away with a small fortune. So, there you have it, your guide to the 2,500 Kentucky State Quarter, and how it could be worth a lot of money. If you think you've got one of these rare coins, don't hesitate, start checking your collection today. Who knows? You might have a valuable treasure on your hands. We're diving into the 2,500 Kentucky Quarter Dollar coins. You may not realize it yet, but these coins could be sitting in your collection right now, worth a small fortune. That's right, some of these coins are fetching as much as $8 million. Keep watching to find out how you can cash in on this hidden treasure. But before we get into the details, let's talk about what makes a coin like the Kentucky Quarter so valuable. Is it just a rare error or something else? Well, we're going to break it all down for you so you can learn how to spot a valuable coin and understand what's driving the price up. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because we've got a lot of exciting stuff coming your way. Let's start with a little history. In 2020, the US Mint released the Kentucky Quarter as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. Each of these quarters represents a different state, and features a unique design highlighting something special about that state. For Kentucky, the coin features an image of the frontier woman on horseback, paying tribute to the state's rich history of agriculture, frontier exploration, and of course, its legendary horse racing industry. But, while the design may be beautiful, the real story lies in what some collectors have discovered: these coins can be worth a lot more than 25 cents. Now, let's talk about the value of these quarters. At face value, the Kentucky quarter is worth just 25 cents. But here's where it gets interesting: rarity. You see, certain 25 Kentucky quarters have an unusual feature that makes them highly valuable among collectors. These features can include minting errors or rare D variations that were made during production. One of the most coveted versions of the Kentucky quarter is a rare mint mark quarter that features a double die error. This error occurs when the coin's die is misaligned, causing a doubling effect on the date and lettering on the coin. The small but highly visible error is one of the key reasons why some of these quarters are being sold for thousands, or even millions, of dollars. In fact, a coin with this error was recently sold at auction for over $8 million. Can you imagine? A single quarter going for more than $1 million. Alright, now that we know why these quarters are so valuable, let's talk about how you can identify them. If you have a 25 Kentucky quarter, the first thing to do is check for any noticeable doubling in the date or the inscription on the coin. This means looking closely at the numbers in the year 25 and the words around the design like E pluribus unum. If you see a second shadow or an overlap of text, you might be holding a double die error. You'll also want to check the mint mark. The mint mark, which indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint, has been particularly valuable when paired with the double die error. If your coin has a mint mark, look for signs of the error. If it's clean, with no doubling, it's still worth face value, but errors make all the difference when it comes to collector's value. So, now you've found a valuable Kentucky quarter, what do you do next? First, don't just take it to the bank. There are a few specialized places where you can sell your coin for the best price. One option is to contact a local coin dealer who specializes in rare and collectible coins. Another option is to use online marketplaces like eBay, where you can auction your coin to the highest bidder. Just be sure to do your research on recent sales so you have an idea of what to expect. If your coin is in mint condition with a rare error, you could potentially make hundreds of thousands, or even $1 million. Before we wrap up, I've got a few more tips for all you aspiring coin collectors out there. First, keep your coins in excellent condition. The value of your coin can drop significantly if it's scratched, worn, or otherwise damaged. Use soft gloves when handling coins, and store them in a coin holder or protective sleeve to prevent any harm. Second, educate yourself about different minting errors and rare coin types. The more you know, the more you'll be able to spot valuable coins hiding in your collection. And lastly, don't be afraid to get your coin graded by a professional service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCS. A high-grade coin can increase its value dramatically. So there you have it. The 25 Kentucky $quarter coin could be hiding in your collection, and it could be worth far more than you think. Keep an eye out for those minting errors, especially the double day version, and you might be the next person to cash in on $1 million quarter. Hey, coin collectors and enthusiasts! Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. If you've been collecting for years, or you just stumbled upon a box of old coins and want to know if any of them could be worth a fortune, today's episode is for you. Today, we're going to talk about the 25 Kentucky $quarter, a coin that's currently making waves in the coin collecting community. Why? Because it has a current market value of over $8 million. Yes, you heard that right. Now, let's take a closer look at this iconic coin. Released as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters series, the 25 Kentucky quarter features a stunning design celebrating the state's rich history. This particular quarter, minted at the Denver Mint, hence the V, showcases the famous landscape of Kentucky, with the image of a horse galloping alongside a rolling farm field. And it has some subtle details that most people overlook. On the reverse side, you'll notice the intricate design of the horse, representing Kentucky's historical connection to horse racing and agriculture. The design was meant to reflect the beauty and heritage of the state. But what makes this coin so special? Now, not every $2.17 Kentucky quarter is worth $8 million. The coin's value comes down to a few key factors: rarity, condition, and of course, the story behind it. Cut a host holding a coin magnifier. First, let's talk about rarity. The $2.17 Kentucky quarter was produced in millions, but not all were struck perfectly. Some of these coins show unique flaws that make them highly sought after by collectors. A small percentage of these quarters were minted with what's known as a double-die reverse error. Cut to a split screen showing an example of a double-die reverse coin next to a regular one. This error means that the design on the reverse side of the coin was struck twice, which caused the details to appear slightly doubled. And that's what collectors are looking for. If you're lucky enough to find one of these double-die quarters, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In fact, there have been reported sales of these coins for over $8 million in the market. So, how do you spot one of these valuable coins? It's all about the details. Look closely at the words on the reverse side, specifically, the inscriptions Kentucky and A pluribus unum. If you see any doubling or distortion, you may have a rare error coin in your hands. Examine the coin carefully. Any hint of doubling in the lettering or design should make you stop and take notice. Of course, the better the condition of the coin, the more valuable it will be. A mint condition error coin can come in tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, depending on its grade. Cut to a chart showing coin grading from good to $17. The higher the grade, the more your coin could be worth. Coins graded as $17 or mint state are in the best condition and could fetch the highest prices. To give you some perspective, there have been verified sales of these double-die $2.17 Kentucky quarters for over $8 million in auction houses. Collectors worldwide are hunting for these, and they'll pay top dollar if they find a rare one. If you're wondering where you can sell your rare coins, don't worry. There are reputable online marketplaces, auction houses, and coin dealers who specialize in these types of valuable finds. But remember, always make sure you're dealing with a trusted source. If you found a coin like this in your collection, or even just stumbled upon it in your spare change, here are a few tips for selling it at the best price. Get a professional appraisal, check auction listings, and recent sales to see what similar coins are selling for. Online auctions, local dealers, or national coin shows. Collectors are passionate and will want to strike a fair deal. Once you know what you've got, don't rush into selling. It's crucial to get the best value for your rare coins, so take your time, get professional help, and only deal with trustworthy buyers. So, there you have it. The $2.17 Kentucky quarter, a coin you may have in your collection, could be worth over $8 million if it's the rare double-die error version. Be sure to check your coins carefully, and who knows, you might just be holding on to a life-changing treasure. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on our coin tips and the latest news from the numismatic world. Could this little coin in your pocket be worth over $2 million? You heard that right. The $2.17 Kentucky quarter dollar has been making waves in the coin collecting world, and today, we're diving deep into its history, rare variations, and how you can check if your quarter is worth a fortune. The $2.17 Kentucky State Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, showcasing the Bluegrass State's natural beauty and rich history. This series, issued by the U.S. Mint, celebrates national parks and historic sites in the United States. Kentucky's coin proudly features the Cumberland Gap, known as the first doorway to the West. But what makes this coin so special? While most of these quarters are worth 25 cents, a rare error in minting has turned a few of them into collector's items worth millions of dollars. To understand why this quarter is so valuable, let's talk about minting errors. These rare mistakes can make a coin exceptionally valuable. For the $2.17, look for doubling on letters or designs, especially around the words Cumberland Gap or A pluribus unum. Quarters that weren't properly aligned during minting are worth significantly more. This happens when part of the coin's outer layer is missing, revealing a copper core. Coins with these unique errors can fetch thousands to millions of dollars depending on their rarity, and condition. Now, let's talk about the current market value. A Kentucky quarter with a rare double die error recently sold for over $8.2 million at auction. Even less dramatic errors can bring in anywhere from $520,000. And if your quarter is graded as mint condition, the value skyrockets. But why such high prices? It's all about demand. Coin collectors are always searching for unique pieces to complete their collections, driving up the value of error coins. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to check for minting errors like doubling or off-center strikes. Look for coins from the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mint. Certain errors are specific to certain mints. Websites like PIGS or NIC offer price guides and grading tools. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PIGS or NIC for an official evaluation. This can significantly increase your coin's resale value. Remember, even if your coin isn't worth millions, some error coins still sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars, well worth your time to check. Trusted options like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers specialize in rare coins. Platforms like eBay are popular, but make sure to research the buyer and set a competitive price. Visit a local dealer for an in-person appraisal and potential sale. Always verify the reputation of the buyer or platform to get the best deal. So, what are you waiting for? Go check your change, dig into those old coin jars, and see if you've been sitting on a small fortune. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with friends who might also have hidden treasures lying around. We're diving into one particular coin that could be sitting right in your collection, the $2.1 Kentucky quarter dollar. Now, I know what you're thinking. A quarter? Really? How could a simple quarter be worth anything significant? But trust me, folks, this coin has been known to sell for a lot more than its face value. In fact, the $2.1 Kentucky quarter dollar has been known to fetch as much as $3 million on the open market. Yes, you heard that right. Over $1 million. Let's take a closer look at this coin. The Kentucky quarter is part of the 50 State Quarters program, issued in $2.1. Each quarter from this series represents one of the 50 states, and the design on the back of the coin depicts iconic features of the state. For Kentucky, we see a horse and a rider, a symbol of the state's rich history in horse racing, along with the words "My Old Kentucky Home," a reference to Kentucky's state song. Kentucky is, of course, famous for its horse racing culture. The Kentucky Derby, one of the most prestigious horse races in the world, is held here. This quarter, with its unique design, symbolizes that heritage, and it's a great piece of Americana. But how does a coin like this go from just 25 cents to $1 million price? Well, folks, it's all about rarity, condition, and finding the right buyer. The $2.1 Kentucky quarter can be worth so much more than face value if you have a specific variety that's in excellent condition. Here's the thing, not all Kentucky quarters are worth a fortune. In fact, most of them are worth just a few dollars at best, but there are a few specific varieties that collectors are willing to pay big money for. These rare varieties are known to have minting errors or unique characteristics that make them special. For example, if your Kentucky quarter is in what we call proof or msheset isedum condition or higher, you might have something valuable on your hands. Coin grading is a critical factor. Coins are graded on their appearance, scratches, wear, and imperfections. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Now, there's another factor that could make your quarter worth even more: errors. Some $2.1 Kentucky quarters were minted with slight mistakes, like off-center strikes or double dice. These errors make them highly sought after by collectors. If your coin has one of these rare mistakes, you could be sitting on a gold mine. So, how can you tell if you have a rare $2.1 Kentucky quarter worth thousands, or even millions? First, check your coin for signs of wear and tear. Does it look brand new, or is it worn down from years of use? The cleaner, the better. Next, look for any initial minting errors. You'll want to check the edges, the design, and the lettering on the coin. Once you've inspected the coin yourself, the next step is getting it properly graded. Professional grading services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PIGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NG, can assess the value of your coin, and that official certification will make it much easier to sell. After grading, it's time to think about selling. If you believe your coin is worth a significant amount, you might want to take it to a reputable coin dealer or auction house. They can help you connect with buyers who are specifically interested in rare quarters, like the 2 Iliada y 1 Kentucky coin. There are also online marketplaces where you can sell coins, like eBay or even specialized auction sites. But remember, when selling, always be sure to do your research and check the price of similar coins in the same condition. This will help you avoid lowball offers and make sure you're getting the value you deserve. So, whether you've got just one Kentucky quarter or a whole collection of old coins, there's always the possibility that you've got a hidden treasure on your hands. Keep an eye out for those rare varieties, get your coins properly graded, and who knows? You could be on your way to turning a few quarters into a small fortune. We're diving into one of the most incredible finds in modern coinage, the 1978 Kentucky quarter. And hold on tight because its market value might just blow your mind. So, grab your coins, and let's see if you're sitting on a small fortune. Now, you may be familiar with the United States State Quarters, a program launched by the U.S. Mint back in 1999 to celebrate the 50 states. The program was an overwhelming success, and millions of these coins were minted. But here's the twist, it's not just any quarter from this series that could be worth big money. Here's what makes this coin special. In 1978, the U.S. Mint produced quarters for the bicentennial series, but the 1978 Kentucky quarter, which was struck at the Denver Mint, has become a major rarity. That mint mark is key, and here's why. Unlike regular mintage years, the 1978 Kentucky quarter was part of a special set, and was only produced in limited numbers. Now, while most of these coins are fairly common, certain examples are highly rare, and here's the catch, the ones that have survived in perfect or near-perfect condition, especially those with special errors, can be worth a lot of money. That's right, a coin that was once worth just 25 cents might now be worth thousands, even millions. But let's talk specifics. The key factor in determining the value of this coin is its condition and the presence of rare minting errors. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I know if my coin is one of these valuable gems? Well, here's what you need to look for. Minting errors first, check for any minting errors. Some 1978 Kentucky quarters were struck with double diabras, meaning the design on the front is duplicated. These are highly sought after by collectors. Grade and condition next, the condition of your coin is crucial. Coins that are in mint state, meaning they have little to no wear, are worth much more. If your coin looks shiny and fresh, with no signs of wear or damage, it could be graded as mint state 65 or higher. If you have a coin in this condition, you could be looking at a value in the range of a few $1,000s, and that's just for the standard 1978 Kentucky quarter. But the big payoff comes when you have one of the rare, arrow-printed coins in near-perfect condition. And now, for the jaw-dropping part, are you ready? A rare, perfectly graded 1978 Kentucky quarter with a minting error was recently sold for a staggering $4 million at auction. Yes, you heard that correctly. $4 million for a single quarter. This was a record-breaking sale, but it's proof that sometimes, old coins have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Imagine you have one of these sitting in your collection right now. It could change your life. Now that you know your coin might be worth thousands, or even millions, you're probably wondering how to sell it. The process can seem a bit intimidating, but it's easier than you think. Get your coin graded first. Take your coin to a professional coin grading service, like PIX or INDEX, to get it certified. This step ensures its authenticity and condition, which is crucial for maximizing its value. Auction houses or coin dealers. Once you have your coin graded, consider reaching out to trusted auction houses or work with reputable coin dealers who specialize in rare coins. Many of them have networks of buyers who are specifically looking for these valuable quarters. So, what do you think? Do you have a 1978 Kentucky quarter in your collection that's worth a small fortune? I hope this video has helped you understand just how valuable these coins can be, and how to go about selling them. If you have any questions or want to share your coin stories with me, drop a comment below. And of course, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on coins worth big money. Have you ever stumbled across a coin and wondered if it's worth something more than just a quarter? Well, you might be sitting on a small treasure. In this video, we're going to talk about the incredible value of a 2 Iliada Kentucky State quarter and how it could be worth over $4 million. Stay tuned, because you might just have one hidden in your coin jar or your change purse. The United States Mint released the Kentucky State Quarter and 2 Iliada as part of the popular 50 State Quarters program. It was the 49th quarter issued in the series, designed to celebrate Kentucky's rich history and culture. The reverse side of the coin features a thoroughbred horse and a limestone arch, symbolizing Kentucky's legendary horse racing industry and its natural beauty. This coin was part of a nationwide effort to honor each state in turn, one quarter at a time. But what makes this Kentucky quarter special? Well, it's all about the mint mark. The 2 Iliada Kentucky State quarter was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, and you'll see a small P on the reverse of the coin. If you find one of these quarters in your collection, you might want to take a closer look, because there's something very unique about certain 2 Iliada quarters that could make them worth a lot more than you'd expect. Here's the key: most of the 2 Iliada Kentucky quarters are worth just 25 cents. However, there's a rare version of this quarter that has a distinctive flaw: die cracks. These die cracks happen during the coin's minting process when the dies used to strike the coins begin to wear out or develop cracks. This results in coins that have unusual markings, or what are called error coins in the coin collecting world. On certain 2 Iliada Kentucky quarters, these die cracks are so pronounced that they can lead to a massive increase in value. A famous example recently sold for a jaw-dropping $4 million at auction. Imagine that, a quarter, that most of us have had in our pockets, going for over $1 million. The host on screen holding a magnifying glass and carefully inspecting coins. So, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable 2 Iliada Kentucky quarters? First, check the mint mark. Look for the P under George Washington's neck on the front side. Next, inspect the reverse side closely for any die cracks, especially near the lettering or around the designs of the horse or arch. Show a diagram highlighting the die crack locations on the quarter. Die cracks usually appear along the edges or sometimes in the middle of the design, and they can be very subtle. You'll need to look at the coin under good lighting, and I recommend using a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to make sure you don't miss anything. The host in front of a computer or visiting a coin expert in person. Once you've inspected your coin, the next step is to get it appraised. If you think your 2 Iliada Kentucky quarter has a D crack or any other unique characteristic, take it to a reputable coin dealer or a certified numismatist for a professional evaluation. Many dealers will offer free appraisals, and this is a great way to know if your coin is truly valuable. Insert a clip of a person talking to a professional coin dealer. Additionally, there are online marketplaces where you can have your coin appraised. Websites like eBay often feature listings for rare coins, so if you're comfortable, you can see if others are selling similar quarters and for how much. The host discussing selling options, including auctions and online platforms. So, let's say you've got a rare 2 Iliada Kentucky quarter with a die crack, and you want to sell it. How do you do it? There are a few options. You can go through an auction house, where rare coins are often sold to the highest bidder. Online platforms like eBay are another great option. Just be sure to do your research on how to sell coins effectively, and be cautious about potential scams. Insert footage of a coin auction taking place. Another tip: consider having your coin professionally graded by a service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC), or Professional Coin Grading Service (PCS). A high-quality grade could help boost your coin's value when selling. To wrap it up, the 2 Iliada Kentucky quarter could be a small fortune sitting right under your nose, especially if it has one of those rare die cracks. Keep an eye out, take good care of your old coins, and who knows, you might just have a treasure worth a lot more than face value. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about how to identify valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tips on coin collecting. Did you know that a Iliada 965 quarter dollar coin from Kentucky could be worth up to $7 million in today's market? That's right. If you've been holding on to old coins, now's the time to check your collection. You could be sitting on a fortune. Today, we'll dive into why this coin is so valuable, what makes it special, and how you can cash in if you own one. So grab a cup of coffee, and let's get started. Let's start with a bit of history. The year 1965 was a pivotal one for coin production in the United States. It marked the transition away from coins made of silver. The U.S. Mint had switched to using a copper-nickel blend because silver had become too expensive. But here's the kicker: some rare era coins, like the 1965 Kentucky quarter dollar, were mistakenly struck on a 90 silver planchet meant for older coins. This makes these coins incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. But if you're lucky enough to own one, the payoff is huge. Only a handful of these era coins were ever made. Unlike most 1965 quarters, this one was struck on a silver planchet, making it unique. Coins graded in near-perfect condition, known as M65 or higher, fetch the highest prices. The combination of these factors creates a perfect storm for collectors willing to pay top dollar. In fact, one of these coins sold for $7 million at auction not too long ago. That's life-changing money. Now, let's get practical. How can you tell if you have a 1965 silver Kentucky quarter? Check the date. It must say 1965. If the edge is solid silver without a copper stripe, you might have something special. Regular 1965 quarters weigh about 67 grams, but silver ones weigh slightly more, around 25 grams. If your coin checks all these boxes, it's time to get it authenticated. Alright, so you think you've got the real deal. What's next? You'll need to have your coin graded by a professional service like PEGS or Inc. This gives buyers confidence that your coin is authentic and in good condition. Sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions can reach thousands of potential buyers. Visit reputable dealers who specialize in rare coins. These events are great for networking with collectors and dealers in person. Remember, always do your research and compare offers to make sure you're getting the best deal. Handle them carefully. Use gloves and avoid cleaning them, as this can reduce their value. Look up similar coins and recent auction prices to understand their market value. When in doubt, seek advice from professional coin appraisers or collectors. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1965 Kentucky quarter dollar coin that could be worth a whopping $7 million. If you've got old coins lying around, now's the time to dig them out and take a closer look. Who knows? You might just discover your own hidden treasure. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to leave a comment below if you have any questions or stories about rare coins. You never know who might have valuable advice to share.